Hello. All right. Let me give you some food for thought. To be the best, you have to learn from the bottom. You have to learn many. And you cannot see yours is the only thing better. You must understand you can take a little bit from this pot, a little bit from that pot, and a little bit from that pot. Because frankly, that's how religion is. All of it been split up, divided, and they all stay in their own little circle. But if you take the time and pull them all together, you'll have a bigger understanding that all are needed. Just how if you're gonna cook something, you got to put all the seasoning in there. If you don't, the food just be bland, nasty. But some people still eat it. The same way with religion. Now, when we get to the core of it, don't nobody know nothing. Don't nobody know nothing. Why? Because the people who do know are no longer here. Now, when you get that through your head and understand that part, you can get ready to go over to the next mountain. Otherwise, you're just going to be stuck in somebody's circle. And then you got to understand, each one of these circles are keeping you there because they is business first. They keep you there so you can keep bringing your money, your family to them. Why? Because it's business first. They need you to keep going back to them. Come on, let's be for real. If you buying some makeup or you buying some food, let's say McDonald's.
Yeah, fine.
If you keep going to McDonald's and you never took the time to go to Burger King, you never took the time to go to Taco Bell, how will you know if something don't taste better? You will never know. You just know that you're going to keep going to this spot because this is where you're trained to go. Now, when you decide to get from out of them fast food area, then you'll decide to go to a fancy restaurant. And then you'll learn less is more. Now you sit there with all these books from this religion, from that religion, and they all saying the same thing, but everybody skip over that part. Why? Because everybody want to keep the business part. Because frankly, when all that was taken, is all destroyed by business. So don't nobody know the true meaning of nothing anymore. But if you take all of them, because you just can't take one number to get 2, 3, 4, and 5. But if you take all the numbers and add them up, you will get a bigger number. If you take all the religion and put them together, you will get a greater power. And if you don't take it so serious, that's why I say I believe in all and I believe in nothing at the same time. If you sit there and take everything so personal, you will never make it nowhere. Don't worry, it took me a while to realize that too. That's why people will be happy to take my stuff and make it their own and throw it in their own little circle. But then you come out looking like a fool. You cannot walk in my shoes. Because it took me a while to get to myself. So if you bust out and say, if you came out to the world and say you was a witch, or you was a Wiccan, or you was voodoo, or paleo, or spiritual, whatever, and then all of a sudden you start reading my stuff, you start reading how I see things, and now you just come out to the world and say, oh, well, I'm just like this. And then you wonder why people are looking at you crazy and why your coins have slowed down. Because you're trying to believe that you can suck my energy up and make it your own. I'm so sorry. I am in a place to where that shit just don't work no more. That's why I sit and laugh and I smile. I am happy that you're taking the information and sharing.
Oh.
You mess up when you come out the side of your neck and try to be disrespectful. Until you, how they say it on Color Purple, do right by me, you know the rest. However, if you believe in something, believe in it. Just don't take it so serious. You got to find your own way. Don't let nobody change who you are. Do not let me change who you are. That's why I put many on the blog. Trying to help each person find their own way. However you decide to believe, you believe it. Do not, I say again, do not let anyone change you. If you do, that means that maybe that religion wasn't for you in the first place. Now, you got to think about it. The first thing that got people to do stuff was what? Fear. Fear is the biggest spell of them all. They will tell you one thing and tell you this is how you should believe, because if not, this is going to happen. Or you shouldn't do it this way because you are this color. You shouldn't do it this way because you are a woman. You shouldn't do it this way because you are a man. You do it because you want to. You do it because it gives you results. Now, whatever you believe in give you results, then you believe in it. But the way it messes you up is by you judging someone else for what they believe in. That's why you don't get no results. Because you too busy judging. I don't care what religion you want to go into, they all say the same thing. You got to love your neighbor. It's not your place to judge. And that's the only part that all of them keep. Muslim, all of it. I don't care what religion. That's why you need to study them all. Every last one of them. Then you have to understand, all these damn rules came from somebody's feelings or came from somebody trying to keep you in one spot by using fear. And if you sit there and allow it, no, won't none of your spells work, won't none of your prayers work, or however you want to do it. Now, you know me, I say spells and prayers are all the same. Because you have to see it to get it to come true. That's why I do spell art. It make it easy for you to see without thinking about it. And I use all religion. I don't care where it come from. All religion. I take a little bit from there, a little bit from there, and a little bit from there. And I apply it. To my arts. And y'all know me. When people bust out and say they got ghosts in their house, no ghosts. Some spirits. Could be a spirit that you don't fucked over. And that person coming back and just fucking with you and fucking with you and fucking with you. Or it could just be somebody who's just like fucking with you, fucking with you, fucking with you. You know, like that, but that bully. Who fuck with you and fuck with you and fuck with you. And you know why they keep fucking with you? Because you don't put your foot down. You keep doing the same shit over and over, and they keep seeing the same shit funny and funny. Some of y'all just need to relax. Shit, watch Wildin' Out. Make fun of your own damn self. Be happy. If you can't smile or get yourself to smile in the mirror at your own self, you will always be somebody's fool. I mean, it's okay to be a fool once for each situation. Maybe even twice. But don't be nobody fool over and over and over and over. And just realize, I mean, you can sit and listen to anybody who's really into something and learn it, even if they get stolen. If they are in tune a little bit, you know what they call that little seed? They will put a seed into you that give you an idea. So, some people be stuck in their own little ways and stuck into this one little section, this one little circle. And they wonder why shit don't happen for them. They wonder why they don't get credit for something. And the whole time it's your mouth. The spirit's not going to help you if you're disrespecting others. Now, if your disrespectful was justified, then they may let it slide. But if it's not justified and they see your heart, they see what you are trying to do, you're not going to make it nowhere. That's why I like to let people think I'm slow. Don't let nobody see all of you. Keep your information to yourself. That's why your mama say stop telling everything. Keep information to yourself. Don't nobody need to know how much money you got. Don't nobody need to know anything but the information you give. If you only give the information that you want to give, you don't have to worry about that. Plus, if you just give out the information you want to give, that's how you find a snake. That's how you find out who's on your side. See, I don't downplay the part that I went to prison. I know people be sitting there saying, well, you done went to prison and now you coming down to Negro. Look at here. If it wasn't for me going to prison, I probably would never be able to spot out who's lying, who's only out to do bullshit, use, and abuse. You know that part in the Bible. Come to steal, kill, and destroy. Now, you don't got to be stealing nobody's stuff. Like laptop, car, and stuff. You could be trying to steal somebody's personality. But if you don't give all, how can they steal it? How can they try to form themselves to be you? If you hear somebody sitting there calling you out your name and telling you don't do this, that's the same thing as you going to church and they saying you're a sinner. It's the same thing. Just another form of bullying, which ain't nothing but fear. See, everybody uses all these little big words and want to do all this ya here and ya there. Well, all they roaring for what? So you can hear them. So you can see them. Because they don't want you to see no one else. They don't want you to see where they go get their information from. Come on. Preacher tell you not to go to the club. You know why? Because the preacher don't want you to see him or her in the club. Preacher tell you don't give your money to this person. You know why? Because they want you to keep giving your money to them. The bully come up to you, jack you up, take your money. You know why? You never planted your feet. You never stood up. It's the biggest spell of them all. When you're not scared no more, can't nobody do anything to hurt you. Nothing. If you put your mind somewhere at a goal to keep going, can't nobody stop you. It'd be like that so-called friend. You know, that one who comes around when they need something. Or need to use you for a lie. Because say they cheating on the other person. You know, that person. See, they only come around because they need you. Because they know you're not going to say shit. But time you say you need them to do something for you, they got nowhere to be around. Hell, they could have borrowed some money and they never were going to pay it back. And you keep letting them come back. You keep letting them come back. Till one day you stop, or they just start coming around. But you find a new so-called friend who do the same shit. Or that boyfriend, girlfriend. You don't broke up with the one, but you end up back in the same thing again. Don't that person remind you of the last person? That's what I call ghosts. When you start seeing ghosts, it's just time to run. Stop doing the same thing over and over. If you keep leaving out of one relationship going to the next, and you wonder why they not working, it's because you ain't never took the time to be in a relationship with yourself. You too busy got to be in somebody's circle. You never took the time to be in your own circle. Go sit down. Get in a corner. Be with yourself. Hell, maybe it's time for you to love yourself. When you love yourself, that right person to come up. Make love to your own damn self. Feed yourself. Dress yourself. I ain't talking about just waking up, put some clothes on, no. If you got a problem because your mama or your daddy didn't do it, then you do it for yourself. If you got a spoiled child who act like they can't have any patience because everything got to be their way, and they just want to keep being hard-headed, then let them go be hard-headed. When you tell them not to do something, let them go figure it out on their own. I mean, you can watch over them. But until they realize for themselves, they just going to keep doing it over and over. Watch over your own self. It's okay to go get information for somebody else. But don't let them watch over you, for you. You just pull information, you put it in your little notes, and you apply it to yourself. And you tell yourself, okay, this is what I need to do. Okay, this is what I shouldn't do. So, I'm going to close this out. Because y'all know I got a little spoiled child. Because everybody come around. Oh, she's so cute. And then they want to give her this and that. They want her to get away with this and that. And she think I'm going to do the same thing. Honey. It's not going to work. And there ain't nothing wrong with you being spoiled. But you will listen. And I ain't gonna put fear in you. I'm gonna just let you figure that out on your own. So that's another thing. Don't make your kids go somewhere they ain't know nothing about. And you program them. So I don't program mine. It's their choice. And that's how it's gonna be. Because when I was growing up, we were forced to go in there. It'd be damn if you fall asleep, get a whooping. Now, was that so hard to have patience? And that's another thing with spells. You must have patience. With your prayers, you must have patience. Whatever you decide, whatever you believe in, make sure you believe in it. Make sure you don't take it so serious where you're gonna look down on somebody else and end up being a bully. And just use it. And do you. Don't change yourself to be somebody else. Now, sometimes you have to knock some people down because they just rude as hell. So, you just look at them and be like, okay, I can do it better than them. So, you step into their shoes. But you still got to remember, you have to be yourself. And sometimes, when somebody want to be you, you just hand them over the shoes. Let them walk. You take a vacation. While you on vacation, let them figure it out. When they call you for answers, do not answer the phone. Let them figure it out. They wanted to be you so bad. When you come back, they will be happy that you came back. And they would not want to get in your shoes anymore. All right. I'm out. I love y'all 9.